Unreasonable searches and seizures. As we've talked about in these video blogs in the past, Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution provides a protection against unreasonable searches and seizures. As we also pointed out, boy, this is changing, and it depends on the given case. Well, let's take a look at this case. It involves a man who rented part of a house. It was a single residential house, but he rented part of it, and he was sharing it with some other people. Well, the police came with an arrest warrant. An arrest warrant was for him. They did not have a search warrant for the house. When they arrested him in the hallway, the front hallway of the house, and they searched him and found that he was carrying a gun. Now, he wasn't allowed to be carrying a gun. We assumed that he was on parole or something else was going on there. And he brought a motion through his attorneys to suppress the search, saying that was unreasonable. They did not have a right to be there. He said, one, they did not have a search warrant for the house. The police argued, wait a second, he was only renting part of the house, and he wasn't living in the part of the house, or he wasn't in the part of the house when we arrested him. He was in the common part of the house, in the central entryway, and therefore there was no expectation of privacy. Well, went to court, and the judge looked at this and said, okay, fine and dandy, but you know what? Sure, he was actually renting part of the house, but in reality, he was using the whole house. It was a shared living arrangement in which they had common access, obviously, to the front hallway and to the kitchen and to various other facilities in the house, and therefore he had a reasonable expectation of privacy as to the whole house by virtue of the fact that they did not have a search warrant for the house. They only had an arrest warrant. They violated his constitutional protection against an unreasonable search by coming into the house. All right. This actually might surprise some people in terms of the decision that was made, but this once again demonstrates how important the U.S. Constitution is. The U.S. Constitution stands between U.S. citizens and government. They define what government can do, and as we've seen repeatedly, government cannot engage in unlawful, unreasonable searches and seizures. Now, what is unreasonable? That is being worked out on a case-by-case basis. As you know, I bring you these videos every week so you understand how the law works, so you can make the law work for you. I'm David Allen.